Where is Bento? Because you've got Bento's name on the screen.
While I was telling the story earlier, he was nibbling on my shoe.
Yeah.
And now he's, of course, run away. But
yeah, I think we're going to have to follow that up in a few minutes because he's all the way in his pen eating hay right now. But when I did get up earlier, that was because he was eating the zipper to Frank's favorite sweatshirt. So hopefully that zipper still works.
So whose idea was it to get the bunny? How did you name it Bento? And why does he have his own Instagram?
Well, some of those things are obvious.
I think all of them are obvious, really.
So, yeah, it was my choice. I had always wanted a bunny, and I thought bunnies weren't that friendly and they were very skittish. And then at a fair, I met this lady who had a Flemish giant, and she told me, oh no, they're very calm and they're kind of like a little dog. I'm like, really? So I called up Frank because this woman also had baby rabbits with her, and they were the cutest thing I've ever seen. And I said, Frank, can we please get a rabbit? He's like, oh God, and he's not real good at saying no, especially to me, which is good usually. And I called my daughter and said, would you take care of Bento? Well, the bunny we get when we travel, because, we travel sometimes and we need someone to take care of the bunny. Oh, yes, 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 Mom. I'm sure you know how that went as a teenager, that yes, yes, yes is no longer. Bento was named because my kids love bento boxes at Japanese restaurants. And we wanted something that started with a B. So, because we thought it goes well with bunny. And we thought of his Instagram before we even had him. So, yeah, I did start his Instagram before I had him because I knew he was going to be amazing and need an Instagram. And otherwise, Roar Loud would have become Bento's Instagram and people would have gotten sick of it. And then they would have been like, why does this travel site just have a bunny all the time? And it worked out good timing. And a lot of people say that he makes their day and cheers them up through all of this pandemic and depressing news, that Bento and his silly little antics and cute little face is, makes them happy.
I do have to say this. So my daughter, my youngest Anya, will not follow Where Gals Wander. Sometimes she'll watch Wander to the Edge because she likes making fun of Adam. Nice. But she follows Bento and Happy Dog Solo religiously. If she sees me looking through the feed, she gets so excited. She heard me say Bento now. She came running into the room. Like, seriously, is a star.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he knows he is the prince and expects this type of treatment from everybody. He expects bunny massages. He expects only the best greens. I am at the grocery store at least 3 times a week because he can only have the freshest greens. He'll only romaine a couple days in a row, not 3 days in a row. I mean, a prince wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Well, that may have already answered my next question. I was going to ask if his favorite restaurant is IHOP.
Yeah, no, it would definitely be like, he would probably like Whole Foods because that's like the fanciest vegetables and all organic and more expensive than just the grocery store.
I'm going to buy a bell. And every time Adam makes a dad joke, I'm going to hit the bell. If somebody out there can hook me up with a bell, please comment below.
I'm sure there's an app for that.
I'm sure there is.
Don't take all the fun out of it. Okay, so let's see. I did a little research here. Tell us about street art chat. Because we mentioned Sunday Sunsets, but what street art chat? Fill us in on that.
So we were told that it would be better to have a niche site versus just keeping all the street art on our Roar Loud account. And we started to get to be known for street art. So, like Pam was off at a travel conference and she said, "Oh yeah, my friend Kathy from Roar Loud." And they're like, "Oh, you mean street art chat?" So she's like, "Oh, you should really start your own site on that." And that's how we started getting other sites. Not sure that was the best idea looking back. I think we maybe could have had some subsections for Roar Loud to make my IT guys work a little easier.
But yeah, thanks for coming on the show. And this is Bento's last chance. Does he not want to?
Yeah, I can grab him.
Grab him.
It's going to be a little scary, but
I'll solve the time.
You're going to let somebody on the show that's cuter than you, Adam? Are you sure you want to do that?
I do that all the time. So let's see. We need like the on hold music. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There
Here
he
comes
is.
Bento.
Oh. No, you have to wait. No. My daughter wants to come see him.
he's
Tell her to
so
come
mad.
on. Come on in. Anya, come on in. Make room,
All right,
Zan.
come on
Scoot
in.
over.
Look at me. He won't even look up. Oh, he's growling too.
I love him. I know. Isn't he cute? I love
Okay, but Anya, you have to make an appearance. You can't just look. You have to make an appearance. You have to,
Now he says goodbye. You a terror. Yeah, bunnies don't really like to be held.
I love how you take him sledding and everything, though. Like he's got his own little sled, and
Oh yeah.
Oh
he
yeah,
does
you
really
should see his
brighten up
carriage.
Yeah, he has a very big stroller too.
It's an
Well, you
off-road
two-
stroller
you two,
with shocks and everything.
you two are wonderful. That's what all I'm trying to say is you're wonderful, but you're spoiling that rabbit. Just FYI, I don't
A
know.
little bit.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't want to have any more, live children, human children. So he's our fur baby. And, I think he looks a little bit like Frank. He's very cute. He's tall.
And you've actually,
So yeah, he's our fur child, and he's very spoiled. The kids are actually a little jealous at times, but he is the nicest to me out of all my children.
that's what I say about Molly. That's why I say Molly's my favorite, because she's the only one that listens to me. She doesn't ask anything of me. She loves me unconditionally. She doesn't whine. She puts her toys back.
Wow, that is really good.
I know.
we're still talking about Molly.
Yeah.
Ladies and
love me.
gentlemen, it was nice working with Zan from Where Gals Wander. Also from Gals Wander on Facebook and on Instagram. All right, let me don't get this confused. So
I know.
on Instagram, she is very well known for Where Gals Wander. Right, I would say, Zan, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's your primary account.
That's me.
the one
Yeah.
that has the largest following. And then you created this sort of an offshoot. It's still under the same brand umbrella, I would say, as Where Gals Wander, but it is on Instagram as Gals Wander. And tell us real quick, because I won't do it justice, the difference between Where Gals Wander and Gals Wander over on Instagram is what?
Basically, Gals Wander is helping to feature and support other women out there, just so we can cheer them on, kind of see what's going on, build this community. So if they're tagging with the hashtag Where Gals Wander, I used to feature them on my regular main account. There's just too many now. And I felt bad because I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to make sure that, I have a chance to share this with everyone. So I moved it to sort of my other account that I reserved because my Twitter handle is Gals Wander. And I thought, oh, I'm just going to lock this down for one day. But I'm just trying to keep up with Kathy and all her platforms. I mean,
Don't do
Roar
it.
Loud, Nothing But New England, Street Art Chat, Sunday Sunsets. I don't know how you do it. So
Don't try to keep up. That's my advice.
So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, we have had Kathy and Frank on the show today. Wander to the Edge, Roar Loud Travel. You would look them up on Instagram at Roar Loud Travel. You'd look them up online at roarloud.net. And just connect with one of their platforms. You'll be able to find the website that way. And they're also on Twitter, Sunday Sunsets. As Zan was mentioning, you're going to also find them at nothingbutnewengland.com. That's also an Instagram account, the Street Art Chat Instagram. I was going to say Bento, but I'm pretty sure Bento runs his own account. So we'll set that one aside, count that one separately.
He really doesn't do any work.
But they've got a lot going on. They sure do.